I can take the dick off the table based upon my standard. You aren't gonna get hold of this dick if you ain't being the woman I need you to be. You need to realize that you need to cook, clean. You gotta understand that you're not the only woman. And if you can accept that, that's fine. That's just the beginning, because you gotta work hard for me, because I work hard for me. So that means if you get with me, it's not gonna be easy street, because I need to be satisfied, because it ain't no happy wife, happy life bullshit. It's happy Steve, happy Steve.
Being strong with self, understanding who you are, that is the biggest defense to bitch ass weak men.
And there's no excuses for the men not to be strong. But see, there's so many forces, and then so many men are embracing weakness.
I can't stand weak men. Like I don't like to talk to them. It's hard for me to talk to these losers. I've always been a winner at the winner's table.
You know, I believe it's a sin to impregnate a woman who can't raise a child, you know, or impregnate a woman who's not fit to be a mother. And I think we have a responsibility in what we see today in these weak ass little feminine boys.
I can't tell another man what to do, but I can't dress feminine. I can't wear nail polish. It's just something that I can't do. Why? Because if I'm walking down the street and somebody's having trouble with a flat tire, I want them to feel that they can come to me and ask me, hey man, could you help me out with this? Because those are the type of things that a man will help out with. So I need to look like a man so they can know where to come for help.
Yeah, it is such a thing as toxic masculinity in the minds of bitch ass motherfuckers.
Talk about masculinity, assertiveness, authenticity, transparency. How can a guy who's straight up and honest with what he does be toxic?
If the media can train you to think something bad about it, you hear the word and you want to instantly have a certain reaction. You stop thinking, you start feeling. And when people learn to think and feel and not think through their feelings, that's when they can evaluate a person holistically. And they can say, is this toxic masculinity, or did I just hear something I didn't like? And why did I not like it? And only let me go within myself to see why.
I don't never look at no motherfucker and say, oh, that's a toxic masculine motherfucker. I never ever had, I didn't even know. That was an invented concept from a weak motherfucker that was like, I'm just tired of this motherfucker trying to tell me what to do and bully you over me with this bullshit.
What's going to make you successful is just understanding who you are and getting your mind right and being happy with who you are. That is the thing that's going to really make you successful. Because after you get all the toys, after you get all these things going on, you've had sex with all the women you want to have sex with, you traveled all the places, you're still going to be you, and you're going to always come back to you.
Why do I do this? Why are we even doing this documentary? I want guys to be in the best position possible. There's no way that I'm raising my voice or calling you a bitch ass nigga because I'm trying to hurt your feelings. I'm calling you a bitch ass nigga because you're doing bitch ass nigga shit. And if you continue doing bitch ass nigga shit, you're going to end up in bitch ass nigga situations. You get what I'm saying? So when I call you a bitch ass nigga, trust me, it's because I love you.
Game Kings 2, The Definition of Man, is out right now. Click the link below or go straight to masculineidentity.com to get your copy today. Still ain't getting women? Really? Come on, son. You need to go to badboymembership.com and step up your game. What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I'm telling you that if you really want to attract beautiful women, you need to go to badboymembership.com. This is where you get 45 through 90-minute step-by-step dating advice tutorials every month. Just sign up, follow the advice, and you'll get the women you want. Go to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com. It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I want to tell you about my documentary, Game Kings, The Definition of Game, starring myself, the Boss Mac Top Soil, Rosebud, Ron Wills, Miles Cunningham, and much more. In this documentary, you're going to learn about confidence, manhood, attracting women, and the definition of the game. To get this documentary, go to MrLocario.com.
Some people think you need a sports car to get what you want. Some people think you need $1 million. Some people think you need looks, status. The only thing you need is what they can't get unless they come straight to you. And that's your identity. Join the Masculine Identity membership today. MasculineIdentityMembership.com. Masculine Identity Soap. This luxurious, quality, high lather, high moisturizing, all natural bar soap has been handcrafted with care and consistency to provide a quality cleansing experience for self-care, focus, and productivity. Specially formulated for cold showers. Stay clean, gentlemen. Masculine Identity Soap.
Click the links below to get private one-on-one coaching sessions with Mr. Locario or Miles Cunningham to step up your game. These coaching sessions are designed to help you with your specific needs in the dating game. So make sure you click the links below right now so that you can step up your game today. Yo, we here. What's poppin'? What's going on? What's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's popping with you? Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to my lovely lady, April MC in the building. Shout out to Behind the Lens TV, Studio Horror Music, Dukalek, Steve-O Baby, Captain Creator in the building, Unique 79 in the motherfucking building. Shout out to you, fam. Shout outs to OT Obama in the building, Activo, The Velvet Agenda, Martavius, Corey 2S, Goodwin was popping with your man. Shout out to you. Demetrius is in the building. Joe Blast in the motherfucking building. Shout out to you. Shout out to, who else we got up in here? No Data, Dan Frank. Who else we got up in this piece, man? Aussie is in the building. Copy paste Chris is in the motherfucking building. Appreciate everybody tuning in, man. Today's show is going to be so fire because we're going to be talking about something. Shout out to Charisma Strategies in the building. Dan Frank in the building, man. Joe Mayer is in the building. Littlewood is in the building. Mr. Go Blue. So we're going to talk about something very important, right? We're going to be talking about how you should stop telling women how you feel and why she can't solve your problems. Oh, it's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so good up in here in these YouTube streets. You feel what I'm saying? But before we get into all that, though, make sure that you guys go to CunninghamElements.com. Go to CunninghamElements.com. Get the Masculine Identity Parfum, get the Masculine Identity Soap, and get the shea butter. Go to CunninghamElements.com to get all of that today. Make sure you guys do that. Also, make sure you guys go to shoplocario.com. You feel what I'm saying? Make sure you get that online dating consultation. If you're not on the online dating consultation, you are slipping. You should be booking your consultations today. Make sure you guys do that ASAP so you can actually make shit happen with these women on online dating sites. I'm telling y'all are missing the fuck out if you're not on the online dating sites. Go and get the massive game collection, 24 of my products in one program at a low price. Make sure you guys get that. And make sure that you guys go get Master the Vetting Process. Do it. Make sure you do that. Just do it. How to succeed in casual and long-term relationships. So make sure you guys do that. Also, make sure you guys go to badboymembership.com where you get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. Make sure you guys do that. And also make sure you guys go to masculineidentitymembership.com to join the Masculine Identity membership so you can understand who you are, what you're about, so you can really navigate out here in these streets, and you get to get on the Zoom calls with Miles every Monday. So make sure you guys do that. Make it happen. Make it happen. Now, Let's get into the topic. So we're talking about stop telling women how you feel, right? And when you talk about stop telling women how you feel, I'm talking about in all different types of ways. So sometimes you tell women how you feel basically because, you're feeling sad and upset and depressed or whatever it is. So you just want to express your feelings of how sad, upset, and depressed you are to the woman, right? Or you might be in a situation where you're trying to get a woman to sort of understand your side of things, your perspective, right? And you see this a lot online. This is what a lot of podcasts do, where they go back and forth and argue with women and tell women, hey, you don't understand. You see, you modern women, you don't understand that guys this and guys that. So that's you trying to tell women how you feel by trying to explain to them how the man feels about certain things, right? So you're trying to get her to sort of understand, your point of view. You feel what I mean? Let's hold on. We got a call already. I think this is Efosa. Efosa, what's going on?
I donate $5 to your Venmo.
All right, that's what's up. So what's going on, fam? What's popping with your man?
Okay, you said that you had to wait a year and a half dating. You said wait a year and a half until folks get a relationship, right?
Right. So hold on, wait. So Efosa is talking about how you should wait a year to a year and a half, and you can learn all this at the Master the Vetting Process program. So there you go. But yeah. So what's your question about that?
Like, so when is the right time to move in? A woman move in with me in a relationship.
The right time for a woman to move in with you?
Yes. When you get a relationship, when's the right time?
Well, this is the thing. If a woman is moving in with you, this is a woman who should have been at least your girlfriend for at least like 5-6 years type of thing. And you guys are looking towards getting married and shit like that. You see what I'm saying? So if this isn't a woman that you see that could be your wife, you understand what I'm saying? Then there's no reason for you guys to be moving in. But you should be at least boyfriend and girlfriend for like 5 years. Then you move in, and then you end up figuring out if you got, how to take it to the next step to get married, if that's what you want to do. But if you just like have a girlfriend and y'all just been together, for like, 2 years or some shit, you shouldn't be moving in with her. You see what I'm saying?
All right. That makes sense.
Yeah, don't be rushing into that shit. All right. All right, brother. Appreciate the call, fam. All right. So basically, when we tell you guys to stop telling women how you feel, right? Understand that you don't need to tell women how you feel, right? Because telling women how you feel doesn't actually do anything for you, and it could potentially mess up the situation you have with the woman. And I'm going to break that down, right? Because I know a lot of you guys hear women say, but I want you to be vulnerable with me. I want you to tell me how you feel, right? And you're tempted because, you see your girl as your best friend. You see your girl as the one you want to confide in, because you love her and shit, and she's there, and you want to tell her all the feelings of how you feel and all that other stuff. And what I want to tell you is that you telling a woman how you feel doesn't make sense, because she can't do anything about how you feel. You understand? So all you're doing is you're dumping all of this energy onto her, and she can't do anything about it. And all it's going to do, it's going to frustrate her, and it's going to confuse her. You understand what I'm saying? So what happens is that you got to understand that when you are out here dealing with women, right? If you feel a certain type of way, go talk to your boys, right? Or you might need to go talk to a therapist or whatever, but you do not need to tell the woman how you feel, right? And I'm going to give you an example. See, what you got to understand is that a woman is not equipped to deal with your feelings. You understand? And this is why you shouldn't tell her how you feel, because she's not equipped to deal with it. And all it's going to do is ruin the relationship that you and her have. Now, let's say, for example, you had, a stomach ache, right? Now, if you had a stomach ache, you'd probably go to the doctor and say, hey, doc, I got a stomach ache, right? So you're telling the doctor how you feel. Why? Because the doctor is equipped to help you with your stomach ache, right? But telling a woman how you feel is like you having a stomach ache and going to your barber. You understand what I'm saying? So you go to the barber shop and then you go to your barber and say, hey, and he's like, what's up, man? How you doing? Blah, blah, blah. You want this same as usual. You sit in this chair and you say, hey, man, I just came here because, I got a stomach ache. I just wanted to tell you all about it. And he looking at you like, nigga, what? Like, what are you talking about? Like, what you want me to do about this? He's like, I don't know, I'm just, my stomach is just hurting. I just wanted to talk to somebody about it. And he's looking at you like, so why the fuck are you here? Like, I'm here to cut your hair, not to, right? So then he's like, listen, man, I got some other customers, man. You know what I'm saying? Hope your stomach feels better. So then you leave the fucking barbershop and then you come back the next week and he's like, hey, what's going on, man? How you doing? And you're like, hey, what's up, man? Listen, I got this feeling in my neck, bro. I just came here because I really needed to talk to you about this feeling in my neck, man. This shit is killing me. And he's like, nigga, why you coming here telling me about all this shit? I can't do nothing for you. You understand what I'm saying? Like, what are you talking about? Right? So you're bothering your barber and all he's supposed to do is cut your hair, but you're coming at him with all this shit. Now, what's eventually going to happen is he's going to get annoyed with you and not want to fuck with you anymore because you wasting his goddamn time. The relationship that y'all have is fucked up because you're supposed to only come here to get your hair cut. You feel what I'm saying? But you're telling him some other shit that he can't help you with. And this is how women respond to you when you're trying to, let me be vulnerable and tell him how I feel. A woman can't do shit to help you with how you feel. So if you're feeling all emotional and you're feeling sad and you're feeling this and you're feeling that, she can't help you with it. The same way the barber can't help you with your stomach ache or your neck pain. You got to go to the doctor, right? So when you're feeling a certain type of way, it's not about you ignoring your emotions and how you feel. What it's about is don't bring that to the woman you're dealing with because she can't do anything about it. And in fact, it's going to make shit worse. Because even if she's saying, hey, but baby, I love you. I want you to be vulnerable with me and tell me how you feel and all this other stuff. And then you do tell her how you feel. She's not going to know what to do with that shit. See, she's just telling you to tell her how she feels. Because when a woman loves you and when a woman is feeling you, she wants everything from you. You understand what I'm saying? She wants your time. She wants your energy. She wants your money. She wants your, conversation. She wants your dick, and she wants you to tell her how you feel. She wants everything, but she doesn't realize what she's asking for when she's telling you to tell her how you feel. You understand? So what I'm telling you is that if you're feeling a certain type of way, right? Shut the entire fuck up when you're talking to this woman and talk to somebody else about it. You understand what I'm saying? Because what's going to happen is the same way you, in that example where your barber is going to get annoyed and not want to fuck with you anymore, that's what's going to happen with your woman. Because she's going to be like, damn, I don't know what it is, but I'm just like, I just don't feel the same about him. Something seems off. Like I'm not as attracted for some reason. This is what's going to be going on in her head, either consciously or subconsciously, because you're sitting there telling the woman how you feel, right? Because it's the thing. Even if you're feeling a certain way, let's say, for example, you're feeling a certain type of way because something is happening that you are having trouble with. You feel what I'm saying? And you having trouble with that thing, you want to go and talk about it with your girl, right? So let's say, for example, let's say you sell t-shirts or some shit, right? And you got a certain amount of orders. And you got to go to the you're like, shit, I got to go to the manufacturing place to get the shirts, but I might not have enough time because then I got to get these mailed out by this time because then I got to do this other shit. And so let's say you're stressed out because of that, right? Do not go to your girl and be like, oh my God, I'm so stressed. I don't know what I'm going to do. What the fuck is going on? There's too much shit going on. Don't do none of that shit. What you do is that let's say you call your boy up and you say, man, I got all this shit, going crazy. Shit is crazy right now. And y'all have a conversation. You say, all right, well, listen, this is what you do. You do this part first, and then you do that part, and then you tell your girl to go mail out these things, right? He's like, I bet that sound good, right? So now you go to your girl and say, hey, listen, I got to, mail out these t-shirts. I'm going to need you to mail out these things on Monday, and I'm going to do these things on Tuesday, and so forth and so on. So now you came to your girl delegating something versus coming to her with the issue of you being confused or frustrated about what you had to do in the first place. So you figured it out, right? And then you go to your chick and then you give her direction of what needs to be done, right? So when you're talking to your woman, it's not about you telling her how you feel about something. It's about you telling her what to do, right? Because you telling her how you feel about it is not going to change the fact that you got to do shit. The shit still needs to get done. And you telling her how you feel isn't going to help. You understand what I'm saying? You get the shit done. Because it's the thing. Even if you tell your chick how you feel about it, let's say in that example, you might say, well, Locario, what if she gives me a good idea to fix it? Right? And she probably could. But the problem is that if you're coming to her like you're stressed, you're confused, you're upset, you're emotional about this particular thing, right? Even if she has an idea to fix it, the fact that she's seen you all emotional and disheveled and all over the place, that's not a good look, because that undermines your leadership. You understand? It's just like if you're at work, if you're at a job working for a company and the boss or the CEO comes to you all confused and worried, and your boss comes to you, oh my God, I'm so worried. Oh my God, the payroll is crazy. We're not making as much as we did last quarter. I might have to fire some people. I'm not sure. I'm so confused. So now you're like, shit, I might get fired. So him being all fucked up is going to get you worried about being fired. You understand what I'm saying? Because he's telling you how he feels and telling you all the problems. So then that affects the work that you got to do. Same thing when you're dealing with a woman. So what you guys got to understand is that you have to stop telling women how you feel, and you either figure it out on your own, talk to your boys, or get a therapist. But you don't go to your woman with the feelings. Now, another thing I was talking about is, and guys, you can call up. The caller number is 844-672-7300, 844-672-7300 is the number. So make sure you guys call up. If you have a question, put a Q in the chat, and we'll get to your questions at the end. But guys, call up. It's going to be a short show today, so don't be trying to, don't be thinking all day, because we're going to end this around 6. You know what I'm saying? So make sure that you guys call up ASAP if you want to talk. If you have questions, put the Q in the chat now. You feel what I'm saying? So make sure you make that happen right now. The other thing about telling a woman how you feel, right? Let's say if you're telling a woman how you feel because you want to sort of get a point across, right? You want her to understand your points, right? And a lot of guys do this. Again, like I said, you see a lot of guys on the internet doing this, whether they're making videos on their own or they're on a podcast. You see them, Kevin Samuels was, popular for this, like getting women on his show and try to, explain things to the women and shit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Fresh and Fit. This is what they'll do on the show, where they're talking to all the girls and shit, right? And I get it, because it gets a lot of views and all that other stuff. But in actual real life, it doesn't make sense to tell women how you feel about any of this stuff. Because what you got to understand is that when you're telling a woman how you feel about the dynamics between men and women, or in particular between you and that particular girl, or just you and dealing with women in general, understand that women already know. You understand what I'm saying? Women already know, right? So for example, let's say a guy is like, you ladies, you always like fuck with these like bad boys and all these guys who ain't shit. And then, when you get older, you want to get with the nice guy, and now you want to settle down. And, I feel like that's fucked up, because you always want these nice guys after the fact. And I feel like that you women always do this BS, but then you say that guys should do this and blah, 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 blah. What I'm telling you is the thing that you're trying to express that you feel, they already know. You understand what I'm saying? They already know. So you're saying, woman, I want to express to you how I feel about the fact that you guys are going out with these thugs, Pookie and Ray Ray, and then you end up wanting the nice guy at the end, right? You're saying it as if I express to her how I feel, she'll understand and just have this aha moment and wake up and stop doing it. No, the woman knows exactly what she's doing. You understand what I'm saying? She knows exactly what she's doing, but she's not going to tell you why she's doing it, but she knows exactly what she's doing. See, this is the thing. There's no point in having that conversation and telling her how you feel because she knows exactly why, but she's not going to tell you exactly why, because if she told you exactly why, that would ruin her whole manipulation game. Because if she was to tell you exactly why, because if you're like, yo, why y'all ladies always fuck with these thugs, but then y'all want the nice guys after the fact, right? So if she actually responded truthfully, she'd be like, well, listen, those thugs, Pookie and Ray Ray and all those bad boys, she's like, they're sexy as fuck. So I'm going to have sex with them. And then I'm going to get with the beta male after the fact, right? Once I start getting older and once I want to settle down, then I'll get with the guys that are chasing me and that I really don't want, right? But they're not going to say that. So what happens is that you're telling a woman how you feel about these things, but they already know what they're doing. You see what I'm saying? It's not like they're oblivious to it. They act oblivious to it so that they can keep playing the game. You see what I'm saying? So the thing is that you're actually wasting time trying to explain these things to women. You feel what I'm saying? Like you're wasting a lot of time trying to explain these things to women. But see, a lot of guys do this because they think that at some point they're going to get in these women's heads. They think, oh, well, she doesn't understand the error of her ways, so I have to tell her how I feel about the error of her ways. I got to tell her how I feel about me being on the receiving end of her flaking, of her, using me for my money, of her wasting my time, right? Of her putting me in the friend zone. I got to tell her how I feel about this. And what I'm telling you is they don't give a fuck because they know exactly what they're doing. You understand what I'm saying? This is what I'm trying to tell you. Like, there's no point in telling a woman how you feel about anything. Because a lot of times, even if you tell a woman how you feel, sometimes her response to what you're saying is going to be her responding to how she feels about what you said. You understand what I'm saying? So it don't matter what you're telling her. She's going to respond to how she feels about what you said or how you said it and how that made her feel. So a chick could literally stomp on your foot and you say, ow, that hurts. Why'd you step on my foot? You know what she's going to say to you? She's going to be like, why are you yelling at me? You know, when you yell at me, it makes me feel unloved. It makes me feel, you see what I'm saying? So even if she stepped on your foot and you're like, damn, what the fuck? Why you stepped on my foot? Why are you raising your voice? Why are you yelling at me? I feel unsafe right now. Why are you doing this to me? You understand what I'm saying? That's what they're going to do. So why are you telling a woman how you feel when all she's going to do is respond with how she feels about what you're saying? You see what I mean? This is why I say that it doesn't even make any sense to have female friends. What's the fuck is the point? You understand? The fuck is the point of having female friends? Like, you're going to sit there and hang out with your female friends and tell them how you feel about things? Really? Only for her to correct you, to tell you that you shouldn't be feeling how you feel and you should be ashamed for even feeling that. You tell one of your friends who's a girl, yeah, I was with this chick, man, and I feel like she playing games, you know what I'm saying? Because I've been talking to her for like a week and she ain't trying to come over to the crib. And then your friend who's a girl, she's like, well, I mean, like, is that all you want? So Locario, you just want sex from this girl? Like, come on, Locario. Like, I mean, aren't you better than that? Like, don't you care about Susie? So you just want to fuck Susie and just leave her alone and just toss her to the side? Like, why would you do that? You see what I'm saying? That's what your female friends will do. So you're telling her how you feel about the situation. And what's going to happen is that she, in her mind, you're going to remind her of the guy who fucked her and left. So now she's not even listening to what you're saying and taking into account what you're feeling. She's going to respond based on how she's feeling about what you're doing, which reminds her of her own life. Do you guys understand why I tell you guys there's no point in being friends with women? There's no point in telling women how you feel? There's no point. Because what you got to understand is that the only reason, and this is going to sound crazy, but I mean, I've said it before, but I'll say it again. The only reason a woman cares about you, right, is in relation to how it benefits her. And there's nothing wrong with that because it's the same thing for you. The only reason you care about a woman is because in relation of how it benefits you. So how is your feelings benefiting her? The only time your feelings benefits her is when she's able to get you to be vulnerable because that's what she requested from you. She's like, I want you to be vulnerable with me. I want you to tell me everything. I want you to tell me how you feel. I want you to do all of these things. And then so when she can get you to do that, she feels good because she's able to get you to be vulnerable based on her saying she wants it. So it's really just her getting what she wants from you by her request. But when you are vulnerable, she don't like it. You understand what I'm saying? She don't like it. She's like, oh, he's weak. Look at this weak ass fucking loser. I can't believe his weak ass even listened to me. Look at his punk ass listening to me. That fucking loser. I thought he was the man. Probably he can't be the man now. He up here listening to me. Look at this fucking loser. I'm telling you. She may not be saying it consciously, but it's there. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Do not get fooled into thinking that, oh, well, I should tell her this. Maybe. And the thing is this, guys, you gotta understand is that, she can't solve your problems. Like, especially if you're just feeling something on just like an emotional level, like you have a feeling about something. There's nothing she can do. You understand? Nothing. Right? And you got to understand that, when you're dealing with a woman, right? In order for things to run smoothly when you're dealing with women, is that women, and this is the crazy part about it, right? It's the crazy part, is that in order for you to manage women and to be able to have successful situations with women, right, is to make sure that you are always on point in the relationship. And what I mean by that is that being always on point is not about not having emotions. It's not about not feeling certain things. You're going to feel certain things, you're going to have emotions. That's going to naturally happen. But in order to be an effective leader, right, you are not supposed to burden the woman who's following you with your problems. You understand that? Because when you tell her all your problems and how you feel about all these things, you're putting a lot of weight on her. You understand? And it's weight that she can't handle because she's looking to you for guidance. She's looking to you for leadership. So if the person who's supposed to lead her and guide her is all over the place, doesn't know what to do, and he's all emotional, right? That means that for her, right, that could compromise her safety and survival. Just like if your boss told you, oh, I'm scared about this quarter, I don't know if we might have to fire some people. You start thinking, damn, I might get fired. How am I going to pay my rent? All this, you see what I'm saying? Like you start getting into that sort of mindset. That's how women act when men are vulnerable. You understand what I'm saying? That's what happens. And remember, she's only asking you to be vulnerable with her, right? Because she thinks that's going to make you guys closer. You understand? Because remember, when a woman is feeling you and she's into you, she loves you, whatever it is, she wants more of you. And that more includes that vulnerability that she thinks she wants. But let's go to 516. 516 popping. Who this?
What's up, man? It's Justin, 30 from New York.
Yes, sir. Appreciate the donation. So what's going on?
Yeah, I got a question about the topic. So you touched on basically like talking about how you shouldn't let her speak, listen to her when it comes to, you know, these things. But if she has something of value, let's say, and I'm not coming to her emotionally or whatever, let's just say like she knows how to fly a plane and I want to learn how to fly a plane. Like, is it cool to like ask her questions about that? You know?
Of course.
Like something.
Yeah, but that's not, you know, telling her how you feel. That's saying, I want to do this thing. You feel what I'm saying? So if the girl, you know, knows how to, you know, I don't know, freaking bake a cake and you want to learn how to bake a cake, be like, show me how you bake a cake. I want to learn that shit. that's just you telling her to teach you something that she has expertise in or want to know. But what I'm saying is that you don't want to, like, let's say you say, hey, I want you to help me teach me to bake a cake. And then she's like, oh, okay, cool. But I can't do it till next week because I got to do this other thing. So I could do it Saturday. Right. And then let's say, you know, Saturday comes and she says, oh, I'm sorry. Some other thing came up, you know, with my mom and stuff. And now you're like, you know, I asked you the other day and, you know, I feel like you're ignoring me. And I feel like you see what I'm saying? Now you're getting emotional. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what you don't want to do.
I got you, man. So, all right, that totally makes sense, and everything as well.
Right.
All right, man. I got you. Thanks for clearing it up.
All right, brother. Appreciate the call, fam. All right. So, guys, call up. Call number is 844-672-7300. 844-672-7300 is the number. So call up. Because you know what happens is a lot of guys will be emotional because they feel that being emotional is going to, you know, like give them some sort of comfort to deal with how they're feeling. Right. And see, what you got to understand is as a man, you're supposed to be able to sit with that feeling and figure that out, but also understand that you're not supposed to drag the woman into it. You understand? Because this thing, if you actually cared about a woman, you wouldn't be vulnerable with her. Follow what I'm saying. If you actually cared about a woman, you would not be vulnerable with her, because being vulnerable with her makes her start to feel unsafe because you are being emotional, right? So it's just like, for example, if a boss cared about his employees, he wouldn't come to the employees with the problems of the company. He talks to his board of directors. They figure that shit out. And then they figure it out and then they keep shit going. Now, if he has to fire somebody because, hey, it is what it is, then it is what it is. But he's not going to come there telling them how he feels about what's going on. You see what I'm saying? So if he cares about the employees, he cares about the company running how it needs to run, he's not going to burden his employees with those thoughts. Same thing when you're a man. You don't burden a woman with your thoughts and your emotions and all that other shit, right? Because in order for that woman to be able to function correctly in the relationship, right, and to be able to follow your lead, you can't be emotional like that with her, because that's going to jeopardize your leadership. You see what I'm saying? It's really simple. Again, it's not to ignore your emotion, because this thing, the longer you are in a relationship with a woman, the more likely she's going to see you at some point feeling some type of way about something, right? Now, what happens is that in those situations, you'll be tempted to tell her how you feel. What I'm telling you is, don't. You see what I'm saying? What I'm telling you is, do not. You understand? And the thing is that sometimes, you know, they'll try to pull it out of you and shit. You know, oh, but what, baby, what's wrong? Tell me. Are you okay? Oh, no, I'm good. I'm good. You know, just handling some business. And then you move on to something else. And then you figure this shit out on your own, or you talk to your boys, or you talk to your mentor, or you talk to your therapist, whatever the fuck you need to do. You see what I'm saying? But you don't sit there pouring your heart out to your girl. Oh, baby, I'm just, oh, it's just too much. I just can't. I don't know what I'm going to do. I need to get back that sound effect. Like, oh God, help me. I don't know. I thought you was official. Like, you don't want to go crazy with this shit. You feel what I'm saying? But let me see what some of these questions are saying real quick. It says, you contradict yourself, Locario. You said 10 years in some of your videos, 5 years is nothing. A lot of these women cheat after 5 years of relationship. Show me the video. Guys, when y'all say that I said something, you have to show me the video. You understand what I'm saying? Every time y'all say, Locario, you said this, send the link of the video and the timestamp. You got to do that because y'all always say I said something, but then you are hearing certain things a lot of times, and then you're interpreting what you think I said. So send me the link. You feel what I'm saying? Send me the link and then tell me when I said it. It says, what if she can do something about the way you feel? And see, that's the thing. I'm glad you actually asked that. You're saying, what if she can do something about the way you feel? Understand this. No one can do anything about the way you feel. Right? The way you feel is always on you. No matter if it's a man or a woman, anybody, any human existing. No one can do something about the way you feel. The way you feel is coming from inside you. At all times. So no one makes you feel anything. You see what I'm saying? So, and again, this is what I'm saying, where it doesn't even make sense to bring all this shit up because she can't help you with it. She can't help you with it. See, a lot of times a woman will come to her man with her problems, right? And even her man can't make her feel better. She feels better within herself, right? But her perception is, he made me feel this way, but he didn't make her feel shit. She felt it on her own, right? She just used the situation, and then her perception is it was him. You see what I'm saying? But it's still all inside her. The same thing with you. So a woman can't help you with how you feel. You understand what I'm saying? Because based on how you feel, right, is all coming from within you. Nobody can make you feel a certain way. Nobody can make you feel happy. Nobody can make you feel sad. That's all coming from you. You understand? Now, if there's an actual problem or issue, somebody can help you with an issue, but nobody can help you with how you feel about an issue. You see what I'm saying? So, if your toilet is fucked up, right? And you got to fix your toilet, and your girl is like, oh, I know how to fix this thing, and she's helping you fix the thing, or you're asking her for help and you got to fix it together, that's fine. But she can't help you about how you feel about the toilet. You see what I'm saying? So that's the thing you got to understand. And again, Agent Him, I'm talking about emotions. You understand what I'm saying? Not you actually being something like sick. I'm talking about how you feel. So if I'm sick, Abel can help me if I'm sick, but she can't help me feel happy, sad, angry, frustrated. She can't help with that. She can't help change that at all. Do you understand what I'm saying? No one can help change that. And this is what most people don't understand, is that the feeling you have is always inside you. You understand what I'm saying? Always. Hold on, where we at? Says, so in other words, a woman is not a therapist. Whatever you say to her, it doesn't matter. Yes, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, stop trying to make your girlfriend your therapist. Stop trying to dump all your shit on your girl. You understand? And again, I know I see a lot of videos on the internet where you got a bunch of like, soft ass dudes talking about, like I saw this video, this dude was like, I was with my woman and, she told me I could lay my head on her shoulder. And, I was scared to lay my head on her shoulder because even though I really wanted to, I don't want to be vulnerable and blah, blah, like, and he's like, and I lost her by not being vulnerable. I should have just been vulnerable and laid my head on her shoulder and told her how I feel. And it's like, see, and this is the thing where a lot of guys believe that men and women are equal. You understand what I'm saying? See, a woman can come to you about how she's feeling, right? A woman will come to you and tell you all about how she's feeling and this and this and that and all those good things, right? Now, it makes sense because she is not leading. So you're not looking for the woman for leadership. You understand what I'm saying? You're not looking at the woman as, oh man, like shit, she's being vulnerable. That affects like our whole situation. No. As a matter of fact, there's part of it where you like the fact that she's coming to you being vulnerable because she's basically saying that I trust in your leadership, which is why I'm leaning on you. But if you're leaning on her, she can't trust your leadership. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's really that simple. It's really that simple. Let me see what some other questions we got here. So it says, so no matter the relationship status, you don't tell her how you feel. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Never. Was this another somebody else trying to be unique 79? And this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. You should never tell a chick how you feel, because when you're telling a woman how you feel, right? There's no upside to it. Like I said, what I'm saying is, what is going to happen besides taking away from the relationship by telling a woman how you feel? Meaning, if you tell her how you feel, that's going to undermine your leadership. It doesn't, improve your leadership. It doesn't make her respect you more. It doesn't make her think you're sexy. So what is the point of telling her how you feel? Because she can't do anything about your feelings. So what's the point? See, this is the thing that a lot of guys got to understand. When you're trying to just tell a woman how you feel, you are so in your emotions and you're just in that feminine energy because you think that just telling the woman how you feel, right, is doing something. You see what I'm saying? So as men, we are purposeful. I do this because I want this outcome. So what is the outcome that you get by telling her how you feel? Or I should say, what's the outcome that you get by telling her how you feel that benefits you? Think about that. Like, if I approach a girl and tell her I want to hook up and then we fuck, the outcome of me approaching her to tell her I want to hook up is fucking. Right? If I work hard, right, the outcome of me working hard is making that money. Right? If I go to the gym, the outcome of me working out in the gym like crazy is losing weight and building muscle. Right? If I work on writing a book, the outcome of me writing a book is me getting a book done at the end of the situation. So if I tell a woman how I feel, what's the outcome? What am I getting for telling her how I feel? She can't change how I feel because that's not her job. She can't make me feel better. You understand what I'm saying? Right? That's the inside job. I have to do that myself. So what's the outcome? You see what I'm saying? Like, what am I getting for this? So she's like, let's be vulnerable. Okay, cool. I'm vulnerable now. I'm telling you how I feel. Now, what do I get? Nothing. 561 was popping.
Hey, what's up, man? It's Justin again. I just had another quick question.
All right, what's going on?
Yeah, I don't know if I'm overthinking this, but let's say like a chick, your girl tells you she misses you. Like, is it cool to tell her that you miss her back? Because I think that's also an emotion as well. Like, it's also a feeling to miss somebody.
You're saying that if your girl tells you that you miss her, I mean, if she says, I miss you, should you tell her?
She says, I misses you. Like, she ain't seen you in a while. She's like, yo, I miss you. You know? Is it cool for you to be like, yeah, I miss you back too, you know?
Do you miss her?
If you genuinely do, like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let's say I genuinely did.
Well, yeah, in that case, it's not necessarily a big deal because that's just you showing affection to your woman based on her showing affection to you. When I'm telling you stop telling women how you feel, I'm talking about being emotional and expecting her to fix something.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm talking about.
I got you. Yeah.
Right. That's what I'm talking about, where it's the feeling of, we're talking about the feeling of you trying to get her to solve something, fix something, or for her to hear you out because you're being emotional. You see what I'm saying? But if your girl's like, oh, I miss you, and you're like, yeah, I miss you too, girl, whatever, that's fine, because you guys are sharing that moment of missing each other. You feel what I'm saying? But the thing is that if it's something that, it's like this, oh, I'm leaning on you for emotional support, then no. You feel what I'm saying? So like, let's say, for example, you was like, hey, what you doing today? And let's say you wasn't supposed to see your chick that day, right? And she's like, oh, I'm going to the thing with my homegirls today, remember? And you're like, oh, but I wish you wasn't going because I really miss you. That's not good. You understand what I'm saying? You see what I mean? So that's you see what I'm talking about? So now you're being emotional because you're like, oh, I want you here instead of going to do this other thing because I'm acting needy and clingy. And I'm expressing to you how I feel about this neediness and clinginess. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out. Trying to figure out where that line was. So I get it. It's don't make it so it's like, affecting the relationship at all.
Right.
Essentially in that way, and leaning on her for the support.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly. You got it?
Yeah. Thanks a lot, man. I appreciate it.
Brother. Appreciate the call, fam. Right. Yes, sir. All right. So guys, call up 844-672-7300, 844-672-7300. So we're going to do another maybe like 15, 20 minutes. So make sure you guys call in. You feel what I'm saying? And get that cracking. You feel what I mean? So it's funny that he even said, missing the chick, because, that's a whole nother video. I'll probably do that on my motivation channel. But, a lot of times, like missing somebody, right, usually comes from, a place of neediness and clinginess sometimes. You understand what I'm saying? Because the reason why you miss them in a lot of cases is because you feel this lack without them. You feel like there's something missing. You feel what I'm saying? That's why I asked, I'm like, well, do you really miss her though? Because sometimes, to be honest, somebody, man or woman, might say to somebody, like a girl might say to her man, I miss you. And he's like, I miss you too, girl, but he don't really miss her. Same thing for a woman. A dude might say, I miss you, girl. She's like, yeah, I miss you too. She don't miss that nigga. Now, in most cases, the girl misses the guy. You understand what I'm saying? Abel said, I'm needy and clingy for Mr. Locario. Oh my goodness. April is the best. I love April. April's so fucking awesome. Man. And Kobe Lee said he sent 15 for 3 free calls. So guys, call up. Shout out to Kobe Lean. We got 3 free calls. So guys, call up. Don't be scared. You feel what I'm saying? Make sure you guys call up and get this shit cracking. Get this shit going. You feel what I'm saying? But let me see what some more of these questions are saying. You said, then what's the point of companionship? There actually is no point. So meaning, this is the thing. There's really no point to anything. So life within itself is meaningless. You give meaning to it. But that's a whole nother story. I got to do more of my joints on my motivation channel. But 661, what's popping? Who this?
What's up? What's up? This is J Mart. I sent it to Miles.
All right, that's what's up. Appreciate it. So what's going on, fam?
So like I heard like you speaking on like don't spill your emotions out to your woman. I was gonna say like wouldn't this apply to even like homies and certain people, because like they will perceive you as a weaker individual if you keep coming to them like, oh, like I'm going through A, B, C, and D, and then they're like, damn, this nigga keep on like coming to me for these problems. Like you should only go to probably a therapist, because it's like, damn, that's the only person that won't judge you for that.
Well, the thing is, it could be that, but it depends on what the situation is or the context. Because if it's something where, like, let's say for example, you going through some shit and you call one of your boys up, but you know you and your boy is close, so he has the understanding of why that you might have that issue, and he can see it from an objective standpoint and give you some information. So he's not gonna see you as weak. He's gonna be like, okay, yeah, that makes sense that you would be probably having an issue with this because I can relate. You feel what I'm saying? So the same way where you might have an issue, he can relate because he has similar issues. But the reason why both of y'all could speak is because you don't look to him for leadership. You feel what I'm saying? Necessarily, you're looking to him as like a person that's on the same level where y'all can have that dialogue. You see what I'm saying?
Yep. Okay, that makes sense. That definitely does.
Because your girl, you can't have that dialogue with your girl. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, exactly. Like say like you feeling any type of say like money, you feeling like fuck, and say like she might feel like you just like feel like you're not really 100% as positive as you normally is. You shouldn't ever allow her to like bring that little part out of you. Just be like, hey, I'm doing really great. Like just even if you have to kind of somewhat lie, so that you don't spill out no bullshit to her. No, you don't have to lie. What it is that, so remember, you're leading all the time. So you can lead, you're supposed to lead the conversation too, right? So if she's trying to pry about how you're feeling, right? What happens is that you're able to guide and lead the conversation to something else, so that you don't have to talk about it. Because again, you don't want to get to the point of talking about it with her. So even let's say for example, if she asks you, "Oh, what's wrong? What's going on?" Right? And let's say, for example, I use myself as an example, right? Let's say, Abel's like, "Locario, what's wrong? What's going on?" I'm like, "Oh, nothing. I got to talk to Miles about something." You see what I'm saying? So right. You see what I'm saying? So I addressed it, but I'm not getting into it. And you see what I'm saying? And letting her know, oh, well, this is happening and that is happening. And I'm so scared right now. I don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't want to do that type of shit. Yeah. No, because when you said that, like when I was 18, I remember I had a girl and I remember I was going through financial shit and I was like frustrated at my mom. And she had just like yelled at me, and then my girl was like, "Oh yeah, what's wrong?" And I was feeling that shit out, and I see why that shit fucked up the relationship too, because I was just angry and not knowing I'm spilling out bullshit to her, and she looking at me like this nigga is like weak. He don't know how to handle his emotions.
That's what I'm saying. You can't. I'm telling you, it's not. See, the thing is this, man, is that as a man, you got to be so on point, because remember, you're leading, so. You're not just thinking about yourself, you're thinking about the woman, and you have to know how she's going to perceive things, which is going to also in turn make her act out a certain way. So this is why we always tell you guys that a lot of times when a woman is treating you, fucked up, or she's coming at you with negative energy and all this other stuff, it's always your fault, because there's things you're doing that's inspiring her to perceive you a certain way, which makes her react that way. You see what I'm saying? That's the thing. You see what I'm saying? So that's what we're trying to tell you. So what I'm saying is that once you know that, you're like, oh yeah, well, I feel this way, but me crying about it to her is not going to do anything but bring the situation down. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's not going to make it better. It's not going to, she's going to be like, oh my God, I'm so happy that you told me this. You are so sexy. Oh my God. And then she's like unbuckling your pants, trying to give you head. And that's not how it works. You see what I'm saying? Like she's,
exactly.
She's going to look at you like this. She's going to be like, she's going to look at you like this. Brother, that's what she's going to be like. You see what I mean?
Yeah, like they just look at you and feel sorry for you instead of like you. And I remember when I did that, you feel so dumb after you like, why did I even tell all her?
Exactly.
Like,
exactly. Bro, I'm telling you, I've been through that shit plenty of times. So listen, I know this off rip. I've made this mistake plenty of times. So I already know. And the thing is, and this the fucked up part about it is that you feel fucked up because you thought, or you might think, oh, but I told her, so you're expecting compassion. But what you really usually get is disgust. You see what I'm saying? So you see, it's like, yo, and then you feel even worse because you're like, damn, this bitch don't even care about me. Word.
Exactly. I'm gonna send another slide because I have one more question.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Right now.
Go ahead.
Okay, let me send it right now to my
right
first.
No, go ahead. What's the question?
Oh, okay. So wait, I'm sending it. My bad. I just want to make sure I send it. Okay, I'll send it right after. Okay, look. So, why is it that like we hear? I know when I first was like a novice to like, especially learning the game, you hear this information. We hear you going, you went through all these problems, but for some reason your ego wants to act like we know more than what you know. And so you try to be like, oh, I'm gonna go my own way. Like he doesn't really know what he's really talking about, but we try to fight against the information. Do you know like why you like act like that, even though you want to do better, but you're like, it's like part of you is trying to act like it knows more than you.
Yeah, well, it's because what happens is that in some form or fashion, it's about trying to cheat the game. You understand? Because I do the same thing, bro. I've told y'all plenty of times where I've tested things. I would do things purposely that I know I shouldn't, just to remind myself how rock solid the game is. You understand what I'm saying? So basically what I mean by that is like, for example, like there was this chick once where, so I matched with this girl on an app, and then she was like, oh, you know, like, can we talk on the phone or whatever. So I was like, I know this chick is going to be, you know, some resistance already, because she already telling me this. So I said, you know what? Fuck it. Let me, I say, here's my number. Hit me up. Right. So I give her the number. She hit me up, and then we set a date for whatever day it was, right? So then the day of the date, right? I hit her up and I say, hey, we still on for this time. And then so she hit me up, I think maybe an hour before we were supposed to meet up. And by that time I was already like forgotten about it. I'm like, we're done, right? But she hit me up and she's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I got off for work kind of late. Then this is what she said that killed me. She said, can we talk more and reschedule? And I'm like, what?
Wow.
I said, but it's the thing. I laughed about it because I was like, of course this happened. Like this, I knew better. Like this is what happens when you first talk to a woman and then she gives you that resistance. More resistance is coming. I already knew that, but I was like, let me just see. So every now and then I will do that. And I shit you not, 100% of the time, I'm right. Like I've never had a situation where a chick was resisting and then I fucked with her and then everything was just smooth from that point on. It always happens the same way all the fucking time. You feel what I'm saying? And and the thing is that part of the reason why a lot of times guys generally will go against what they know is because either they think the chick is bad or they want the pussy so bad or whatever it is, but they think, oh, well, you know, this time might be different or whatever. That's really what it is.
Yeah.
But the game will always correct you. It's always going to correct you. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's facts. Like, that's so facts because many times that's happened to me. And then you just be like, no, I'm gonna just try it this time. And then next you know, you get bit on the ass. Either you waste all your time. You're like, why the fuck did I do all this? and I knew better, and it hurts more when you know better. I swear.
Right.
That's it. It hurts
Exactly. Because you're like, damn, I done wasted my time. And it's like, and you laugh because you're like, yo, I knew, like, why did I even do this? Like, I knew this was gonna fucking happen. Like, I knew that this was the possibility, but I still did the fucking thing. And the thing is it's because what happens, see, this is the thing. Once you understand the game, you start to understand the patterns. That's why I have the program on the Bad Boy membership called Understanding Patterns, right? Because what happens is that the patterns show you, oh, when this and this happens, this usually happens. Boss Mac talked about this on Game Kings 1. He was like basically talking about how there's specific patterns when you do this and this is most likely the outcome. That's the part of the game that, you know, a lot of guys don't ever understand because they're not actually out there doing shit, so they don't actually see it for themselves in real time. But the thing is that, so like for example, there's times where I can tell within the first 10 seconds, based on how the woman's looking at me and responding to me, that I'm gonna smash. I'm like, oh yeah, this is a done deal. I already know. You understand what I'm saying? Like within the first 10 seconds, I already know. You feel what I'm saying? So because it's a certain pattern. It's a certain way it happens. You see what I'm saying?
Yep. I remember you said, like, based on the way she gives you a hug, you can tell like if it's gonna go down or not. Right. And I was like, that's fact. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. So that's pretty much all I have to say. I appreciate you for answering my call. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Appreciate the call, fam.
And I just sent the other 5 too.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it, brother. I'm gonna holler at you, man. All right, guys, we got like 10 minutes left. So if you want to call in now, 844-672-7300. And we still got 3 free calls. So if you guys want to call up now. Let me see what the questions are saying. It says, why do feminists and mainstream media keep encouraging men to be more emotional and feminine? Do you think there's a conspiracy to get rid of masculinity in society? Well, the thing is this, you got to understand that in order for society to run, you need simps, tricks, beta males, and weak dudes. Like, you need it. You understand what I'm saying? That's why I say the game ain't for everybody, right? And dudes will fight to stay weak. So it just is what it is. But that's how things run. Because the thing is this, is that a lot of the things that occur or the way that money flows, right, has a lot to do with dudes basically being simps. You see what I'm saying? That's how that shit works. It says, could telling her your feelings and thoughts be helpful to getting her financially support on a project? No, it's not. So if you first of all, that's all I say. You don't want a chick investing in anything financially with you unless this is like your girl. You understand what I'm saying? A chick that you've been rocking with for a minute. You understand what I'm saying? That's one, because when you do the request for money, that's investment. Investment comes with expectation. You see what I'm saying? So if you're asking a woman to invest in a project or whatever it is like that, right? That shouldn't just be a random woman you talking to. But also what'll happen is that you're not telling her your feelings about the financial thing. You're just telling her the facts of what's supposed to happen with the finances. You see what I'm saying? So you don't need to like express your feelings about it. You said, wouldn't these same principles apply when you're venting to your, oh yeah, I think he called in and talked about that one. It says, I saw a video you had with some bald dude with a beard. The other dude, why was he so adamant on it's disingenuous to not reveal information that's unnecessary to a new woman? Oh, I know what you're talking about. I know exactly. We don't need to talk about that nonsense. We don't even need to talk about that nonsense. It says, what about women in your family? Does this apply as well? Oh, let me get this call. 646.
Oh, peace, Locario.
What's going on?
People.
What's up? Are you taking a free call?
Yeah.
All right, so what's going on?
All right, cool, family. So is it the same if you're trying to correct her? Would like she does something you don't like and you bring it to her attention? Would that be considered expressing your feelings or being emotional?
No, if you're talking about something specific, right? That's not about feelings. That's about specificity. It's about you saying, hey, this is what needs to happen. This needs to go down. Or, hey, you were supposed to do this. You didn't do that. You got to do this. Hey, you did this wrong. Or you see what I'm saying? Like you're talking about something specific.
Right.
Like remember, feelings is just about the emotion about something. You see what I'm saying? So so let's say if a chick, if you was telling a girl, hey, meet me at this place at 7:00 and she gets there at 7:15, you're telling her, hey, listen, you got here late. I don't really like that late shit. You got to make sure that you're on time. You know what I'm saying? That's talking about something specific that actually happened, right? So you're not now if you start talking about how that makes you feel, right? And you start exactly, Lynn, what he says, if you start whining about it, why'd you come so late? How come you got to come late all the time? You see what I'm saying? Like that's when you're getting your feeling. You see what I'm saying?
All right, cool. All right, cool. So as long as this directive and specificity is good.
Right, exactly. Because you still got to tell her what to do and guide and lead and all that other stuff. You see what I'm saying?
All right, no doubt. Thanks, man. I'm going to drop back another 5 in it for the call.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it, fam.
All right, no.
All right. So let's see what some more of these questions are saying. Where was we at with the questions? You said, what about women in your family? Does this apply as well? They don't want me to answer your question. 661, what's poppin'? Who this?
It's Jay Mars. I sent another 5 again. I got one more question.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I remember you and April was talking about like on the 2 other shows. You said like don't like that's why less is more, because if you give enough to a woman and you try to pull back, you're gonna fuck up a whole situation. So I wanted to just like hear you kind of like go a little bit deeper on that, because like say like you would let a woman fucking spend the night and then you'd be like, okay, well fuck, I know I shouldn't be doing that. Then you pull back, you would 9 times out of 10 will fuck up the whole situation. Correct? Yeah.
Well, that's going to cause drama, because you're not supposed to give a woman anything that you don't consistently give. So whenever you introduce something, it has to be that on the table and nothing less than that. So if you introduce her spending the night, then that means spending the night is on the table. Right. And so doesn't necessarily mean that it's on the table every night, but what's going to happen is she's going to be expecting that. So that means that she's going to want to have a conversation about it. So the fact is like, if you let that girl spend a night, that first night or second night or whatever, right? And then let's say she comes over again during the day, y'all hook up, and then she leaves, and then she comes over again next week, late night. And he say, all right, you got to go. She's like, well, why can't I spend the night? Right. And so that's because she spent the night before. And then, so now she's going to have even though you don't want her to spend the night, she's going to have the negotiation and have something to stand on because it happened before. But if you never had her spend the night and you told her to leave and, at, midnight or whatever, and she's getting a car, then she wouldn't have that issue because it was never brought up ever. You see what I'm saying? So you can never, anything you bring into the situation, that's the norm now. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, that makes 100% sense, because it's like that's why I fucked up when I was young, like really young, 17, 18, 19, just introducing too much, like especially like I was going like certain dates, and then I would be like kind of like later, like I'm more of a chill person. I like to be at home and just like let's just fuck, and then like I'd rather just do that and just go about our day. Right. I was trying to do that later in the relationship as I got comfortable, and I was wondering like, damn, what the fuck is all this drama coming from? And that's why.
Right. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's because you can't go backwards with women. You see what I'm saying? Because then that causes drama, because they're always looking at, oh, well, this is what we do now. This is like our relationship. Yeah. So if you're going back, she's going to think, oh, well, you don't like me anymore. You don't care anymore. You see what I'm saying? That's how they judge it. And that's why I tell guys about why. So the vetting process is so important. That's why I tell you guys, go to shoplocario.com, get master the vetting process. Because that's exactly what the vetting process teaches you. It teaches you to give women stuff little by little. You add stuff as you go. So you don't add a bunch of shit at the beginning. You add stuff as you go, and you take it slow as far as the non-sexual attention. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly. No, it really trains you to really not be so excited to treat this woman like more than she really is. And then, because when you do that, you start realizing like, damn, she didn't really even deserve all this. And then you feel like fuck, especially when you know the information. You say, wow, right, I can't either you keep that shit going or you got to break this shit up.
Right. Exactly.
I appreciate you taking my call. Thank you.
All right, brother. Appreciate the call, fam. All right. So let's go to 718. 718.
Hello?
Yes, sir. What's going on? Who's this?
Hey, what's up? What's going on? What's going on? It's D calling from New York.
What up? Are you taking a free call or you donating?
I'm going to take the free call.
All right. So what's going on with you, man?
Chilling. I got a quick question. Yeah, I've been chilling with this girl, right, for a couple years, on and off. And she recently got into a relationship. So basically, she just asked me to be her side nigga again. So basically, I want to have it on my terms more. So I feel like I'm not having that.
Wait, what? Hold on. Okay, so you said you've been seeing this girl for a couple years?
Yeah, like I've been dealing with her on and off.
How many years?
For like 2 years.
Okay, how often do you see her and hook up with her?
Like recently, I haven't, not recently, but like for the past couple years, I have been.
Yeah, but I'm saying how often you see her? Every week for 2 years? Once a month for 2 years? Once every 3 months? Like how often you see her?
The last time I seen her was like last year, like December.
So the last time you seen her was last year?
Yeah.
Okay, how many times you smash?
We smashed once.
Once in 2 years?
No. Like a lot of times within the past couple years.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Remember. Like I'm saying, within 2 years, how many times have you smashed? Like 20, 30, 50? How many times?
I would say like 30 to 50.
Okay, cool. So now you said she got a man now?
Yeah, she got a man now, and she recently asked me to, be her side piece again. So basically, I want to have it in my terms, basically. Cause
she contacted you, or you contacted her?
She contacted me.
So out of the blue, she contacted you and said, "Hey, what's up? I got a man now, but I still want to fuck with you." Is that what she said?
Yeah, but we would talk like once in a while and stuff. But recently, she called me and told me that.
Okay, so now my question to you is, right? Is this the first time this happened? While you was fucking with her, like this the first time she said she got a man and she want to still fuck with you?
No, it's like the second time.
Okay, so you've done this before?
Yeah, but when we done it before, I always had it on my terms. But recently, she been having it on her terms.
So wait, so how before you had it on your terms and now it could be on your, like, I don't understand. How's that work?
Because before, we was fucking with each other before, and I had a girl, and she, No,
caller, I'm asking you, has it happened before that she had a boyfriend and she called you or hit you up and wanted to still fuck with you and you kept fucking with her? Did that happen before?
Yeah.
Okay, so if it happened before, then what's the problem? So why are you worried about right now?
But she had it. I always had it on my terms. Like, when I wanted to see her, she always complied. You know what I'm saying? But now recently, now she got to a relationship. I've been wanting to,
No, but caller, listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. I'm gonna take it slow. You said that before this time, she had another boyfriend and hit you up and you was still fucking her. So what I'm saying is that if this happened before, where she had a boyfriend, why is this time different? What's different about this time?
Because this time, I've been wanting to fuck with her, and she was like, she's busy and stuff. So it's basically on her terms, basically. That's what I'm saying.
Caller, this is what you're not getting, right? This is what you're not getting. Well, first of all, is this chick in an open relationship, or is she cheating on her man with you?
She cheating on her man.
Come on, man. Come on. First of all, caller, this is the thing, right? Is that you're not going to be able to have it on your terms if she has a man. How's that going to work?
I mean, she's done it before.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. What happened before? That's what I'm saying. Like, you keep saying it happened before. So what's different about this time?
This time is
so
like,
wait. So what happened before? How did you have it on your terms before when she had a man? What was happening?
Because I wanted to see her, and it would comply. The logistics would be be good. It would work out. Now it's like not working out. It's on her terms. Whenever she want to see me, I'm busy. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing something.
So you're saying that before she would be free and y'all would see each other and y'all would fuck?
Yeah, before, yeah.
Okay, and so you're saying that now she's not free?
Now it's like she's not free, like that. It's like on her terms, basically.
So then if she's not free, how you gonna fuck?
No, it's like it's on her terms. Like, it's basically she's in control. Like, whenever she wanna fuck.
So but call it. This is what I'm saying. Yeah. This is what I'm saying. This is what you're not getting. It was never on your terms. Do you understand that? Like this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. If the girl has a man, right? And you're the side guy, right? What happens is that, and especially if it'd be different if she was non-monogamous. That's a different story. But she's cheating on her man, right? Yes?
Yeah.
Right. So she's cheating on her man to see you. So what happens is that if she's cheating on her man, then that means she has to sneak around to come see you. So that means that her availability is going to be limited because she has to sneak around to see you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Right. So what I'm saying is that you can't see her whenever you want to see her because her seeing you is only predicated on her being available to sneak around on her man. So how is it on your terms? So how would it be on your terms?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like it was never really on your terms. You was just a guy that she's cheating on her man with, and whenever she's available, she'll hit you up. Because let me ask you this: what do you want to happen?
I kind of wanted to be on my terms.
What's your terms?
I was saying before.
What's your terms?
Me wanted to see her and her being available at a certain time.
When do you want to see her?
You mean like when in general? Or
yeah, when do you want to see her?
Whenever I wanted to see her.
Yeah, when? When do you want to see her? When do you usually want to see her?
When I'm free, normally,
Okay, so if you want to see her if you want to see her when she's free and she can't see you, is it on your terms?
No, it's not.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. So I'm saying is you can't have it on your terms when she is with another nigga and she's not available to see you. That's what I'm saying. So all you got is this is the only thing, your only option is when she's free to cheat, that's the only time you can see her. That's basically your only option. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Right. But my question to you is, why do you want to fuck with her if she has a man?
Right. Yeah. Right.
No, I'm asking. Yeah, I'm asking. Why do you want to fuck with her if she got a man?
I mean, now I really don't. Now I kind of realize now.
See, I'm gonna tell you what you got to do in these situations, right? When you're fucking with a chick and it's a fuck buddy, and she gets in a relationship, you stop fucking with her until the relationship's done. So you tell her, hey, congratulations that you found you a man. When that relationship ends, give me a call. That's all you need to do.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You sound like you in love with this chick, ain't you?
No, not anymore.
Come on, man. Not anymore.
Why the fuck you lying?
Come on, fam.
Why you all?
But listen, that's all you got to do. You tell a chick, hey, listen. You know, when if that situation with you and your man end, give me a call. That's all you got to do. All right, caller.
I appreciate
brother.
that, man. But let her know that.
Yes, sir. Appreciate the call, fam. All right, we about to end this shit because I gotta head up out of here. Me and April about to go see this movie and shit. Yeah, feel me. So guys, make sure that you guys go to shoplocario.com, badboymembership.com, masculineidentitymembership.com, and cunninghamelements.com, and tune in tomorrow for the Real Game No Theory show. And I will holler at you guys later. And remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone. I'm out.
I can take the dick off the table based upon my standard. You aren't going to get hold of this dick if you ain't being the woman I need you to be. You need to realize that you need to cook, clean. You got to understand that you're not the only woman. And if you can accept that, that's fine. That's just the beginning, because you got to work hard for me, because I work hard for me. So that means if you get with me, it's not going to be easy street, because I need to be satisfied, because it ain't no happy wife, happy life bullshit. It's happy Steve, happy Steve.
Being strong with self, understanding who you are, that is the biggest defense to bitch ass weak men.
And there's no excuses for the men not to be strong. But see, there's so many forces, and then so many men are embracing weakness.
I can't stand weak men. Like I don't like to talk to them. It's hard for me to talk to these losers. I've always been a winner at the winner's table.
You know, I believe it's a sin to impregnate a woman who can't raise a child, you know, or impregnate a woman who's not fit to be a mother. And I think we have a responsibility in what we see today in these weak ass little feminine boys.
I can't tell another man what to do, but I can't dress feminine. I can't wear nail polish. It's just something that I can't do. Why? Because if I'm walking down the street and somebody's having trouble with a flat tire, I want them to feel that they can come to me and ask me, hey man, could you help me out with this? Because those are the type of things that a man will help out with. So I need to look like a man so they can know where to come for help.
Yeah, it is such a thing as toxic masculinity in the minds of bitch ass motherfuckers.
Talk about masculinity, assertiveness, authenticity, transparency. How can a guy who's straight up and honest with what he does be toxic?
If the media can train you to think something bad about it, you hear the word and you want to instantly have a certain reaction. You stop thinking, you start feeling. And when people learn to think and feel and not think through their feelings, that's when they can evaluate a person holistically. And they can say, is this toxic masculinity, or did I just hear something I didn't like? And why did I not like it? And only let me go within myself to see why.
I don't never look at no motherfucker and say, oh, that's a toxic masculine motherfucker. I never ever had, I didn't even know, that was an invented concept from a weak motherfucker that was like, I'm just tired of this motherfucker trying to tell me what to do and bully you over me with this bullshit.
What's going to make you successful is just understanding who you are and getting your mind right and being happy with who you are. That is the thing that's going to really make you successful. Because after you get all the toys, after you get all these things going on, you've had sex with all the women you want to have sex with, you traveled all the places, you're still going to be you, and you're going to always come back to you.
Why do I do this? Why are we even doing this documentary? I want guys to be in the best position possible. There's no way that I'm raising my voice or calling you a bitch ass nigga because I'm trying to hurt your feelings. I'm calling you a bitch ass nigga because you're doing bitch ass nigga shit. And if you continue doing bitch ass nigga shit, you're going to end up in bitch ass nigga situations. You get what I'm saying? So when I call you a bitch ass nigga, trust me, it's because I love you.
Game Kings 2, the definition of man, is out right now. Click the link below or go straight to masculineidentity.com to get your copy today.